DG's Guide to Concepts, the reborn Lotus Esprit V8, the spearhead of Lotus's aborted regeneration, was, almost, a true Ferrari rival. The story of Lotus's hyper-ambitious reinvention project ought to be the subject of a film one day. Lord knows the 2010 Paris Motor Show already had the A-listers required. Mickey Rourke and Naomi Campbell unveiled concept car after concept car, revealing everything from a reborn Elise to a four-door Porsche Panamera rival and an Uber GT that to take on Aston's DB9 and the Bentley Continental GT. Ex-Ferrari marketing chief and then new Lotus boss Donny Bahar's message was, conversely, a simple one. If Lotus was to make its first ever profit and become a long-term player in the fast car game, it needed to cease confining itself to light-away track day fodder and diversify. Make luxury cars. Make supercars. Cars that would genuinely rival the best from Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, and the then unproven McLaren automotive. At the forefront of the charge was a familiar name, Esprit. Lotus needed a new supercar, and the Esprit model wore the new design language well. Low, angular, cab-forward and angry, it eschewed flimsy air for a solid, clean profile and offered a futuristic, driver-focused cabin where carbon fiber took priority from. Unfortunately, somewhere along the line it was decided that Lotus couldn't very well go swaggering back into supercar alley brandishing a tuned-up Lexus saloon engine. And so, Lotus committed to produce its own, bespoke V8 motor. There was talk of a naturally aspirated version, then a twin-turbo model, and even a Curves Electro Boost system to tie in with Lotus getting back into F1. Yummy specs, but engine creation is a heroically expensive, potentially ruinous thing to do. Just ask TVR. Oh, you can. Incredibly, it's believed Lotus, which hadn't built its own power plant for decades, got the engine going. And more than that, it was apparently a good one. Allegedly, it completed massive amounts of testing on the static engine dyno, with power hitting the 600 bhp target. Lotus then supposedly butchered an unsuspecting Ferrari 458 Italia, ripping out the standard 4.5-liter, 562 bhp V8 and plugging in their own engine. That's a smart idea. Get to know the handling of your closest rival and test your new engine, without all but the most trained ears being able to spot something's afoot. Against all the odds, it appeared Lotus would pull off its supercar comeback. As we now know, it fell cruelly short in the mega rejuvenation plan.